reality doesn't hit you about how bad single life is until you call your friends to go out. And on that night, none of your friends are available because they're out with their women. That's when reality hits you. Yo, what up, boy? What you trying to do tonight? Oh, man, I ain't doing nothing. It's Cupcake Tuesdays. Me and my lady, we make cupcakes. Red velvet. I get to lick the bowl and everything. Lick the bowl? Man, get off my phone. Hey, don't be mad at me because you ain't got no bowl to lick. What?
I kind of feel like...
Nice hat, Mo.
I appreciate it. It's kind of wrinkled, but we ain't going to talk about that. I was sitting on it. But I feel like we kind of kindred spirits because I read that you started off working at a shoe store, and I started off working at a shoe store, South DeKalb Mall.
Okay.
Tell me about that experience and how did you pull yourself out of that?
How did I pull myself out of it? Man, it wasn't nothing to pull myself out of. I had a firm love for selling sneakers. So I don't want you to think I had an attitude about it or I was a guy who looked down on it. No. I embraced it. I worked for City Sports in Philadelphia. Now, you probably work for generic. Yeah. See, that's a different ball game. I was where the real deal was. I dealt with the real runners, the real walkers, the real hikers. I dealt with people who needed help. So technically, I was more of an angel.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was a godsend to people with feet. That's what I was in my job.
I grew up watching comedy shows, listening to comedy records. Was that part of your experience growing up? Did you listen to like old Bill Cosby records or anything like that?
Well, I'm definitely a student of comedy. You know, my dad was a huge Richard Pryor fan, but because my dad was kind of in and out, you know, my dad left, comedy left. Now my mom was different. You know, my mom liked clean comedy, so my mom was more of a Bill Cosby, Sinbad fan. But then my dad came back around, and then my dad was Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison. So I got the best, Robert Harris. Literally, anything filthy that you could get a laugh out of, that's what my dad embraced. And my mom was on the other side. So
right.
I got the best of both worlds by listening to him and kind of just developed a love for making people laugh in general at a young age. I didn't know the comedy would be my weapon of choice as I got older. I just knew that making people laugh was fun because that's what these people did. And I saw how much my family enjoyed listening to them on both sides.
Scariest shit in the world to me are bum hands. A bum's hands are the scariest shit ever. You can say I'm crazy all you want. I'm willing to bet y'all any amount of money right now, if y'all walk outside after this show and a bum come up to you and flick your lip, bet money you kill yourself tonight. Like, you gotta get rid of that lip. You can't keep that lip. That lip's gotta go. You gotta buy a new lip. I don't even know where to get lips. What'd you do if you got jumped by 3 homeless people and they held you down? Ha! Get off me. What is this about? And then the leader come out and you see him like this. Oh my God. You know how dirty his hands are?
Last year, you had the top grossing romantic comedy of the year. You led an all-star ensemble cast with Think Like a Man. How did you feel when you seen the award season come around and people talking about This Is 40, which performed marketably less than Think Like a Man? Did it irk you at all?
No, man. You know, I'm a firm believer that everything in the business happens for a reason. You know, you can get an attitude and cry over spoiled milk, or you continue to do what you do best and succeed. You know, at the end of the day, eventually you have to recognize success.
Right.
And whether it's when you feel like it should be recognized or whether it comes later. As long as you're acknowledged at some point in time, it's fine. We had a great success with Think Like a Man 2. With Think Like a Man 1, which is why we're doing Think Like a Man 2. In return, you know, the movie's going to continue to perform. I feel like Think Like a Man 2 will succeed what we did with Part 1. Eventually, the business will come around and acknowledge it. If they don't, they don't. We still continue to move and strive and make better projects.
We talked last year also for 5-year engagement, and we talked about this theme going around in the black community about black comedians wearing dresses.
Yeah.
You went on SNL and did the Quavisionnaire. You caught some flack for it. Do you feel like it's unfair that black comedians might have to answer for stuff that like Robin Harris doesn't have to answer for? Or?
No, you know what? I was actually one of those comedians that said, no, I wouldn't wear a dress. There's no way I would wear a dress. And then when proposed with the opportunity of what I felt was funny, I said, oh, that's funny, I'm gonna do it. Oh, Kwanzaa is relevant. Yeah, that's funny. She's small. I can do the whole thing. It'll be funny. I think now, knowing about the opportunities that can be thrown at you, it's all about choice. You know, nobody makes you do anything.
Right.
Nobody says this is what you got to do. This is the only way that you're going to do it. Nobody made Martin put on a dress in Big Mama's house. Nobody made Tyler Perry put on the dress as Medea. Nobody made Jamie Foxx put on the dress as Wanda, and nobody made Martin do it as Shanae. You know, it was a choice.
Right.
And on Saturday Night Live, you know, it was a choice that I made. So I think it's all about your pick of what's funny to you and what you feel would be funny to others. And I will say that's the knowledge that I now have and understand. But from the outside looking in, you always go, oh, I ain't gonna do it. Ain't no way. Why? Why I gotta do it? I ain't gonna compromise myself. For what? I am who I am. But then you're in a movie, and then it calls for a funny scene. Hey, what if you went in this way? And if it's actually funny, it's funny.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think funny is funny. And you can't put rules and regulations on funny. You can't.
Well, Laugh at My Pain, broke records.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going on Summit Entertainment. That's like the
This is
studio
big.
that does Twilight.
This is
so I
big.
know Let Me Explain is gonna be even bigger, man. Keep on doing your thing.
Thank
keep
you, man.
on laughing.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Take it.